Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, welcome back to the Miles and Danny Show, episode 4. We've got a Halloween episode in line for us today. It's going to be very exciting and scary. It's going to be scary. We're going to put up an advisory here because it's going to be like earth-shattering to some people. You know, the types of images and themes that we're going to convey here today.
We had a tough situation with the show this week. Our good buddy, episode 3, was on his way home from rehearsal, and he tragically slipped on some black ice, and he disappeared.
So this rumor maybe isn't confirmed completely, but I've heard from members of episode 3's family that the police they're actually looking for suspects in this here case. They think maybe the black ice wasn't the only culprit behind the disappearance of episode 3. They're currently looking for a man. He can only be described as wearing a black robe with a white mask. Average height, average build, probably around 5'11". So, just something to keep your eyes out for. Keep your eyes peeled.
All right, anyways, to start off, every fall, Dunkin' Donuts puts out their own line of fall seasoned foods. We went to Dunkin' Donuts and tried some out.
All right, welcome to the Halloween taste test in the Tropical 5 storm we got going on here in my car. So first we got the spider donut from Dunkin' Donuts. It's got a munchkin on the top. It's supposed to look like a spider. It doesn't really look like a spider.
It's a little scary.
It's a tad bit scary, I would say. So let's try it. I didn't get any munchkin, but it's pretty good.
You take another bite. All right. Some munchkin action in there.
That was 7.5. Just brilliant by Mr. Dunkin' Donuts.
By Dunkin'. So what we've got here is the iced coffee with pumpkin in it.
Pumpkin swirl.
Yeah, right. Pumpkin swirl. It's not quite a pumpkin spice latte, but I think that's only like a Starbucks thing. Anyway, I don't know the straw because I care about.
We're millennials. We don't get straws, then
No.
we get iced coffee.
I care about causes that are bigger than me. It's all right. Oh, this is a nice aftertaste. Really, I mean, it kind of just tastes like regular coffee, but then there's like a little bit of like the presence of pumpkin in there, and then the aftertaste is like very good, which is I think what you really usually get from coffee is good aftertaste. So yeah, I would say that this is like an 8.1 on the scale, on the Richter scale.
All right, so I'm reviewing the pumpkin munchkins. I don't like pumpkins, so I won't like these, but we will try it. Yeah. I mean, it's all right. It doesn't really taste like anything. I really only like the sugar. I like the sugar in it, but really everything else is nothing too special. I would just get the chocolate ones instead, or the spider one because it has a munchkin on top of it.
Spider looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it does.
Trying a pumpkin munchkin? I can't even say that word. All right.
No, you're fine.
Okay. That's good. I like that.
Okay.
So just take a bite and tell you what I think? Better than I thought it was going to be. I don't like pumpkin stuff, and it really just tastes like a glazed donut.
Right.
So not bad.
So Tom, some friends of the TV show gave us these munchkins. They're seasonal from Dunkin' Donuts. We want you to try it.
All right, awesome. I'm excited.
We want you to give us a numerical rating out of 10.
One bite. I don't know the rules. The wet one. I'm not a huge donut guy, but we'll give it a 6.6. Yeah. Solid donut.
In addition to the aforementioned Dunkin' Donuts seasonal beverages and treats, we're actually going to be tasting on our show some delicious pumpkin bread that I made myself. So I put in cinnamon, nutmeg, and there's a lot of sugar in it, and 2 eggs, and some flour and some other things, and I mixed it all up, and I put it into a baking pan and cooked it at 325 for about an hour. And I think it was just delicious. I think it came out great. It was my first attempt. Anyway, today we have a special guest judge with us today, a man in a black robe and a white mask, and average height and build. But before you ask, he may be average height and build, but he's not, involved at all with that, nasty business we were talking about earlier. We've known him for a long time, friend of the program. So not involved in episode 3's disappearance at all. All right. So we're gonna be trying some pumpkin bread now. Danny, would you like to go first?
No.
Okay. Here you go. I'm gonna try some too. You couldn't help yourself, huh?
I'm not a big fan of pumpkin bread, but I'll do it.
What's poppin', folks? Or rather, what's hauntin' this week with Halloween going on? I'm Hayden Startzel.
And I'm John Woodland.
And we're just going to talk to you about whatever is going on pop culture-wise. So last week, The Lighthouse came out, and I've been really excited for this movie. I've been watching none of the trailers because I wanted to have a completely new experience with it. And it was just an insane blend of horror and drama and fantasy and just a lot of weird stuff. For me, out of all the movies I've seen this year, this was the most hypnotizing experience because the cinematography, the performances by all the actors, and the dialogue that was kind of a blend of different old sailor talk and actual people talking. So you must see this movie. This is a classic in our own time. And I'm really happy that I got to see it this weekend.
Michigan's in the news lately with a real estate agent named James Pyle who wore a Halloween costume on his Zillow posts. And so the story is, after a few weeks of not getting much attention on his Zillow posts, he thought since Halloween was around the corner, he would wear a Halloween costume in. It worked. After 1 week of only getting 100 hits, his Zillow offering got 1 million views in a very short time. Here's a picture of him using the sink, him in a bedroom, him behind a curtain, and him raking some leaves.
So John, what is your favorite scary movie?
Home Alone.
Home Alone? Yeah. Have you seen Home Alone 2?
I've not.
That's a crazy scary movie. Yeah, you should see that. As for television, I'd probably have to say that top is Scream Queens, American Horror Story, SpongeBob episode with the Flying Dutchman, anyone where he comes in, Cam and Teddy show, really any of those.
And now, a scary story. Man and girl go out to drive under moonlight. They stop at a side of road. He turned to his girl and say, "Baby, I love you very much." "What is it, honey?" "Our car is broken down. I think the engine is broken. I'll walk and get some more fuel." "Okay, I'll stay here and look after our stereo. There have been news report of stereos being stolen." "Good idea. Keep the doors locked, no matter what. I love you, sweaty." So the guy left to get full for the car. After 2 hours, the girl say, "Where is my baby? He was supposed to be back by now." Then the girl hears a scratching sound and voice say, "Let me in." The girl doesn't do this. And then, after a while, she goes to sleep. The next morning, she wakes up and finds her boyfriend still not there. And she gets out to check. A man, door, hand, car, hook, hand.
So next week we will tell you guys what's poppin', or well, we won't.
It won't be haunted next week.
Yeah.
Hey, where do Russians send their undesirable ghosts?
I don't know.
To the gulag.
Danny and I went out and asked some people some questions about Halloween.
Natalie, spooky season is around the corner. What are you going to be for Halloween?
I think I might be Elle from Clueless.
And a big debate going on right now is, do you like candy corn?
I have to be in the right mood. Really sugary.
It's gross. A big debate going on right now is candy corn, yes or no?
No.
That's right.
All right, what are you guys going to be for Halloween?
Myself.
I'm gonna join Patrick on this one. I'm gonna be myself because I'm happy with myself.
Yeah, those are actually both pretty scary. If you really think about it, if you know these guys. So, this is kind of an age-old debate. What do you think about candy corn? Do you like it or do you not like it?
I love candy corn.
I hate candy in general.
You guys don't have to fight over this or anything, do you? Wait, so Ms. Lopes, what are you gonna give out for Halloween this year?
We give out full-size candy bars because that way I won't break into them. Because if I have the little ones and I open up the bag and I take one, then I'll eat the whole thing. And if I won't take a big one. So it's a little psychological game I play with myself.
That's a good reason as any.
So Hershey's, Reese's, Sour Patch, Starburst. I just bought them at BJ's the other day.
Let's sneak it.
We have 10 days. Okay. So, do you like candy corn?
I do like candy corn, although I'd rather chocolate.
That's a good question. I'm definitely a Snickers guy first and foremost. Reese's guy as well. Kit Kats every now and then. I definitely err more towards like the chocolate side of things, I would say, for sure.
So you think there's like a correlation between what you enjoy personally and what you buy to hand out to kids? Maybe you can take samples.
Definitely, yeah. Don't want to be handing out anything subpar. You want to be handing out the best stuff, the best chocolate, best candy that you can find.
No candy corn.
No candy corn. Can't do it.
So what's your favorite costume you ever dressed up as in your youth?
That's a tough one. I know when I was third grade, I was Tom Brady. That was a good one. Definitely went with the vampire a lot. That was probably when I was really young. That was my go-to every year. So, other than that, I might go with Brady. I think Brady was great. I had my hockey pads on. It was awesome.
It's actually, I'm not somebody who was alive before the Tom Brady era, but that's a little scary to think about. That you were in third grade, aware of Tom. Tom Brady was the thing.
Yeah, it was Bledsoe first, and then Brady after.
Hey, Miles. What do you call a haunted chicken?
I don't know.
A poultrygeist. High school sports playoffs is right around the corner, and I can't wait to watch all our great teams play.
Celtics opened their season up last night against old friend Al Horford and the 76ers in Philly. Gordon Hayward put up 25 points in his return to health. And the superstar duo of Robert Williams and Daniel Tice kicked in some superstar plays, as superstar players do. Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker both had poor shooting nights, though, and the Sixers won handily.
You know what I don't get, Miles? I know I'm the local sports guy, but why don't NBA players just shoot it and make it all the time? Why do they miss? I just don't understand. If I played basketball, they do it in high school too. If I played basketball, I would just make it.
I see what you mean.
Josh Gordon was recently put on injured reserve by the New England Patriots and is probably going to get cut or waived. It seems like he's never going to catch a break in his plagued career with addiction, injuries, everything like that. It's too bad.
Yeah. You have to be reliable to succeed. You have to be there. The best ability is availability, as they say. And especially in New England. He's never been even remotely reliable in the last 2 years since we traded for him. I wish him the best, but Patriots got other options.
I really miss having Edelman, Brown, and Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
But now we have Mohamed Sanu, which is good, but
yeah,
I miss Antonio Brown.
Fall Classic will head back to the Capitol, and Washington will look to finish the job. Houston will need to come back from the dead if they want to win this series.
I get it. It's Halloween.
Yeah.
Celtics rookie Taco Fall tells Mass Live he was washing his hands when he hit his head on a low ceiling, which caused him a concussion. That's what happens when you're 7'6". I was saying this too. Imagine living in Portland and you see Taco Fall walking down the street. 7'6" guy just going to get his groceries. And you're living next to him in an apartment building.
Yeah. Do you think he eats really tall food?
While we're on the topic of ghosts, I wonder who's going to get the ghost vote for this election.
It's actually funny you should ask that because I've been talking to some of my buddies who are ghosts, and a pretty popular choice among them has been South Bend, Indiana Mayor Peter Boo to judge.
Ah, yes. Boo.
Because, you get it?
That about wraps it up, huh? Episode 4, Halloween episode in the books. We hope you were, scared, not too scared.
It's kind of, you know.
What's gotten into you, man?
You know, Danny, you'd never understand what it's like to be me. People look at me and they just see average height, average build man wearing a black robe and a white mask. You don't know what I go through, okay?
Hey, bring it in, man.
Happy Halloween.
I sit alone in my four-cornered room staring at candles. Who got man? We on the radio, dude? Yeah. Oh, all right. Let's peek this here. At night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. Candlesticks in the dark. Visions of bodies being burned. Four walls closing in, getting bigger. I'm paranoid, sleeping with my finger on the trigger. My mother's always stressing I ain't living right, but I ain't going out without a fight. See, every time my eyes close, I start sweating and blood starts coming out my nose. It's somebody watching the act, but I don't know who it is, so I'm watching my back. I can see him when I'm deep in the covers. When I awake, I hear a car burning rubber. He owns a black hat like I own, a black suit and a cane like my own. Some might say take a chill beat, but I can't, G, cause there's somebody trying to kill me. I'm popping in the clip when the wind blows. Every 20 seconds got me peeping out my window, investigating the joint.